guys, what's up? Welcome. So today we are going to be filming the recreation of Camila Cabello's Don't Go Yet music video. She wore numerous bold looks, but this is one of them, so I thought I should recreate. She gave me the inspiration to have that fiery hot red look. So that is what I'm creating today. I used a combination of the Blends palette, Life's a Drag, Manny's First Baby, and the e.l.f. Color Statement or Hit Wonder, sorry, palette. So I used a couple of palettes and I try to recreate this look. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button right here if you have not done so already, and let's go. Okay, so I have numerous palettes that I want to use to create this look. I have the Blends palette by Blend Bunny Cosmetics. We have the e.l.f. because I want to use maybe like this yellow right here to see how she has a little bit of like yellow gold peeking through. I'm going to be probably using this yellow as well as probably this orange because it does tend to look a little orangey in the inner part of the eye. And then I have Manny's MUA's First Baby. This is the what is this called? Life's a Drag palette. This is the gold I'm going to be using. And yeah, let's get started. I'm going to be using first the Blend Bunny Cosmetics palette. I like that this red, all these shadows in this palette are really super pigmented. They're very easy to work with, and you don't really have to try much to get the desired pigment that you want on the eye. I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. Okay, so now that we are primed and ready to go, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild, like very nice long dome brush. I'm going to go in with that red. And I'm going to just place it where I want, but I'm not going to be blending out quite yet because right now I'm just working on placement. See how pigmented the shadow is? Really good palette if you're into colors and you want pigment right away without having to try to build so hard, like work so hard to build. I'm just going, I think, halfway. I'm not going all the way in because I want to add a little bit of orange, and it looks like she has yellow. So it's the Inspo, but we'll see how this look turns out. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it there. Let me do the other eye really quick. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. This is like the easy part, just getting the base down. You do see me going over and over with that red because it looks really rich and super like pretty deep red on her eyes. So I'm just getting that packed on the eyelids, but you do see that the pigment is super easy to build. Okay, now I'm going in with this other Wet n Wild brush. This is like a nice little packer shader brush. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. This was in featured in my top favorite eyeshadow palettes at the drugstore. I'm going to go in with this orange right here. This is a shade Heat. I'm gonna just go right here in the inner corner. You don't have to really worry about the blendability of these colors right here because we are going to be adding like that intense gold you're seeing. So I'm not planning on really making sure. We'll see. Actually, I don't know. You just want to work on placement. You don't want to work on blendability yet. So I think I'm gonna go like about there. And then right here, see that little piece you kind of see right here that I'm kind of missing? I'm going to go in with now yellow from the same e.l.f. Palette. This time I'm going to be using probably, I have another little Wet n Wild packer brush. It's just a little bit smaller than this one. See the two? And then I have this one by a long time ago. I got it in a BoxyCharm box, so I don't even know the brand. It's kind of old, but I think I'm gonna go in with this itty bitty one. Maybe too small. Let me just go back with the other side of this brush since they're kind of gonna mix anyway. Let's see. Yeah, I can just blend it into this orange anyways. We shall see how this looks because looking a little crazy. But you gotta trust the process. Gotta trust the process. Looking a little weird. Okay. What are we gonna do? When I go in with this little black dome brush, I'm gonna go back with that orange and kind of just blend these two shadows right here, the yellow and the orange. Kind of like a back and forth kind of deal when you're working with colors like this. With any shadow, like even your dark neutral shades, but especially when you're working with bright colors, you kind of have to go back and forth because since they're so light, they can kind of easily fade or like be blended out basically. Okay, when in doubt, just go with your finger. Just wanna like get it to this eye, kind of get it a little bit more yellow right here. That's the vision. That's the plan. Let's see. Okay, now for, it's super simple, but you just never know because I'm trying to get that like glossy effect. So I'm gonna go in with these, this gold shade right here. I'm gonna be using a inner corner brush. This is by the Jekyll & Hill collab with Morphe. I'm gonna just get a setting spray and just spray the brush to get it more intense because her inner corner is quite blinding with that gold. I'm gonna just work it in first in the inner corner and then go up and even more in to the eyelid. See, and her eye look also looks a little bit like wet looking. It's like really wet to like right here, the very halfway point of the eye, and then it gets just like matte bold red. So I don't know if this, even wetting my brush is going to like get that wet look. I'm just gonna work with this for now. I was thinking of adding like a wet look effect with like gloss, but then it kind of looks weird because it doesn't look like she did that because the matte red is so matte and it would kind of just move, I guess, in a sense. So I'm not quite sure if that's what they did on her eyes. I'm just gonna go like right there because I don't think that this is doing like making it pop. It almost looks like it's, like I said, silver or wet, but you can see that golden yellow. So I also brought this, I also put out this little what are these called, like these loose powder shimmers. This is in the shade Gold Digger by Artist Couture. I'm going to be using this. So it's the shade Gold Digger, but as you can tell, see, it has like that silver reflex to really make it like pop. So I'm going to kind of like connect the gold with this. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. So I just have to be careful with placement because this is a loose pigment. It kind of gets everywhere. I'm gonna leave it there. It's kind of hard to talk and explain what I'm doing because kind of concentrating on what I'm doing. So I just kind of connected it with the gold. I'm gonna go in with this brush right here. I'm gonna go back in with that yellow and kind of just blend out the inner part right here of the eye. So gonna leave it like this for now, and then we're gonna go back with the shimmer. I told you we're gonna be doing a lot of back and forth. Okay, so I pretty much just went a little bit more, I went like towards the edge out more with that shimmer, because I feel like with her eye look, they kind of left it a little bit blunt with like the stripe, like the middle point of the red shadow. So I did go a little bit outward with mine because I feel like it just looks a little bit better in my opinion. Like I said, it's just the Inspo, just trying to do inspiration here, but for my makeup today, but I'm not really like really going exact to what they did. Now that I have already pretty much finished the eyes, I'm going to quickly get a clean brush and just diffuse the edges a bit because they are a little bit harsh. So this is just to kind of make it look a little bit not so cut edge. I'm just using a clean brush. Nothing's on it. It's literally like been washed and not used yet. This look is literally fire. Like, wow. I think this is my first. This is why I think I was so inspired by this look, is because I've never used red in such a way before. I think we're good. I'm gonna clean up the under eye and then apply my foundation, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just finished off the eyes. I applied for my base the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. It's one of my favorites if I'm not going for like a skin tint. And then Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzer I applied onto my cheekbones. And then for concealer, e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer, you know it. And oh, I also apply my Pixie Brightening Peach Concealer, which I love to really hide like really dark circles if I feel like have a lot of pigmentation going on there. And then for mascara, the Big Mood. So also for the waterline, what I did is I applied a little bit of like a nude. Here, I'll show you. I applied this nude right here, this shade right here in the Blends Bunny palette. I applied it to the waterline because even though it seems like she has nothing in the waterline, I just wanted a little bit of something, and mascara on the bottom of the lash line. Now I'm going to be applying this Beverly Hills, the shade Beverly Hills Merit Cream Blush, because it doesn't look like she has, in that look particular, it doesn't look like she has something super like pigmented. So I'm going to be applying this blush. I'm just gonna swirl it directly. It's a pretty nude blush, so I like it for looks like this if I feel like I have too much going on and I don't want too much extra color on the face. Oops. Really nice, pretty nude. So that's for the blush. Now for the lips, she also has something very nude. So I'm gonna go in with the Morphe lip liner in the shade Backseat Love. So hold please. Okay, I think it's good enough. And then I'm going in with the Lux Gloss by ColourPop. This is in the shade Wildflower. This is the collab with Raw Beauty Christy here on YouTube. So that is it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me and watching me recreate the look that Camila Cabello wore, one of the looks she wore in her music video. So that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.